Back in the day in the NHL and the NHA, they said you're only as good as your press clippings. Now, if this guy was as good as the amount of positive coverage he received, he probably lived the most noblest of lives. Yes, we have to be talking about the great Reg Noble. Now, Edward Reginald Noble, born June 23rd, 1896, played mostly forward and defense during his years in the NHA and the NHL. Born in the great community of Collingwood, he played with numerous NHA and NHL teams, including the Toronto Blue Shirts, Montreal Canadiens, Toronto St. Pat's, Montreal Maroons, Detroit Cougars, Detroit Falcons, and Detroit Red Wings. A three-time winner of the Stanley Cup, and was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1962. He also the last active player from the NHL's inaugural season, the NHA, in the 1910s. Now, Noble started his pro career with Toronto Blue Shirts in their ill-fated season of 1916-1917. The club was suspended that year by the league, and he was reassigned by the association to the Montreal Canadiens for the rest of the campaign. The following year, the new NHL assigned the Toronto franchise to the Toronto Arena owners, and Noble signed with the team. The Blue Shirts, despite their ownership difficulty and several personnel changes, won the NHL title and defeated Vancouver for the Stanley Cup Championship. Noble would stay with the franchise as it became the Arenas and later St. Pat's until he was traded to the Montreal Maroons for the 24-25 season. The St. Pat's would win the Stanley Cup again in 1922, a season where Noble was playing coach and captain. One season after joining the Maroons, they themselves would win the Stanley Cup in 1926. In 27, he was traded to the new Detroit franchise, the NHL, then named the Falcons. He would play for the team for 6 seasons, eventually returning by trade to the Maroons in 32-33. He eventually retired with 181 goals in 536 games in the NHA and NHL, and he was a posthumous inductee to the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1962, just short months after he passed away in Alliston, Ontario, January 1962, at the young age of 65. Now, first came to Major Providence in the OHA system with St. Michael's Jr. in 1916 and the Toronto Riversides of the OHA Senior League in 16, where he had 14 goals. First season with the Blue Shirts, he had 7 goals in 14 games. Solo season with the Habs, 4 goals in the regular season, 6 in the playoffs. 4 goals in the regular season, 2 points in the playoffs with 1 assist. Also played for Montreal in the Stanley Cup playoffs that year. Now, Toronto Arenas, he had 30 goals in 20 games in 1918 and helped the squad to a Stanley Cup by notching 2 goals and assists in 5 games. Now, 1919 with the Arenas, 10 goals in 17 games, but 20, 21, 22, great totals with the St. Pat's, 24, 19, and 17 goals. The Stanley Cup with the St. Pat's, 5 games, 1 assist in 22, 23, 24, 25, scored 12, 12, and 1 goal in 3 games in previous 24-game season. Traded the Maroons, 8 goals, 11 assists for 19 points in 27 games. 26 with the Maroons, won the Stanley Cup, 9 goals and 9 assists for 16 points in 33 games. For the last season of the Maroons, 6 points in 43 contests. Now, the move to Detroit, again, that was part of 6 seasons in the Windy City. Excuse me, not the Windy City, the border city. In 44-game seasons, he scored 6, 6, 6, 2, and 3. And final season, 32-33, was a split between Detroit and Maroons, where he had no points in 25 games. And he wrapped up his NHL career with a spot in the minors with the Cleveland Falcons of 34, with 2 goals, 3 assists for 5 points. Now, Stanley Cup totals, 2 goals, 2 assists for 4 points. NHL playoff totals, 2 goals, 2 assists for 4 points. And again, he recognized quite a bit during his career. OHA Junior First All-Star Team in 15, Stanley Cup title with Toronto in 18, Toronto St. Pat's in 22, and 26 with the Maroons, inducted Hall of Fame in 62, and transactions for him. Signed as a free agent by Toronto, 1916. Sent to the Canadiens in an NHA dispersal in 1917. Signed a free agent by Toronto, December 5th, 17. Named player coach of Toronto, November 1st, 21. November 1st, 22. Resigned as coach and captain of Toronto, December 9th, 24. Traded to the Maroons by Toronto for $8,000. October 4th, 27. Traded to Detroit to the Montreal Maroons, by the Montreal Maroons for $7,500. And December 9th, 32, traded the Montreal Maroons to Detroit for John Gallagher. So a very interesting career in hockey. Again, a marquee player, more than 500 games in the NHL, 168 goals, 274 points. Was a consistent performer no matter the team he played with. But ladies and gentlemen, from 1916 to 1925, he was the king of Toronto hockey. Because even though he played one game with Montreal and NHA, he played with the Riversides, the Blue Shirt, the Arenas, the St. Pats, and would have played with the Maple Leafs, who would have stayed. So again, he was the king of hockey in Toronto. Big goal totals, strong on defense, strong on offense, and a very handsome young man that I think a lot of fans in the crowd said, "This is the guy that's our marquee player," and that's what he was. A marquee player. So ladies and gentlemen, if you like what we're doing on our Vintage Podcast here, let us know with a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any comments or memories of Reg Noble, let us know, because he was the last of his kind, ladies and gentlemen. The World War I hockey era in the NHA really faded away when he retired after that 1933 season. Anyway, I hope everything's good, and keep your stick in the ice. Bye.